Worn out from your long commute to your dead-end job? Then why not relax with the great taste of Paul Buck's coffee? Perfect for the Jedi cat lady on the go who just wants to unwind after a long day of saving the galaxy. Or staring off into space. Enjoy the delicious taste of Paul Buck's coffee. Now at both light and dark side roast. Delicious Paul Buck's coffee. Now available at Costco.
Because of certain indiscreet remarks by Don Imus and Howard Stern, WNBC Radio apologizes to the following: the National Organization for Women, the New York chapter of Hadassah, Governor Cuomo, the New York Jets, the United States Congress, both houses, Nassau Community College, the Gay Men's Choir, Sons of Italy, Rabbi Arthur Selkowitz, my wife,
66 WNBC. If we weren't so bad, we wouldn't be so good.
Queen Elizabeth, Mayor Koch.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yo, fat dumbass, still eating out the damn garbage, girl. Don't you want to go Subway or something?
There's no time.
Someone got to say it. You got a problem, girl. Yo, fat dumbass, keep eating out the garbage. That and Daphne going to Butttown, not you.
Wow, Norville.
Oh, God, what are we gonna do? I can't go back to jail.
Velma, how is it that Fred went to Butttown more than you while he was in jail? Answer that for me, you fat, dumb bitch.
And you do it for me.
Black Shaggy say fuck you.
I'm out past curfew. What are you gonna do about that?
Velma, you let the police run your fat dumbass over. You dumb bitch. That's right.
At the bottom. That's what we're here for, guys, to win.
That was no goal, you know. They was in the crease.
Yo, check it out. Everybody's smoking that original Black Shaggy OG strain. They're getting nice and high. You know that, right? Black Shaggy gonna make some killer bank on this.
All our classmates are idiots or sheep, so let's assume they're high.
Fuck you, bitch. Of course they're high. You're high too. That's why you're in the garbage can looking for french fries. Dumb bitch.
Now, have you seen Daphne?
Oh, you finally come around to talk about that three-way. Black Shaggy like where this is going.
It took a while, but we're finally through the worst of it.
Every time you around, the po-po roll up on Black Shaggy. Dumb bitch.
Please evaluate the show on its merits.
You are a meathead.
Please give it a chance. And so...
A meathead, dead from the neck up. Meathead.
It's the Muppet Show with a very special guest star, Mr. Jack Black, Lizzo, Tim Meadows, Jen Cobb. Really? Who the f*** is Jen Cober? Okay. Christopher Lloyd, and Emmy Sedaris. Yay! And don't miss a special appearance next week by Jay and Silent Bob! Because why the f*** not at this point?
Hey, everybody, I'm Senator Martin at WNBC. You must bad. WNBC, I'm Senator Martin. We got my Bremer's boat. We got Donna. We got Red Island. We got a lot of bowlers. WNBC. I'm Senator Martin. I'm Senator Evening. We got Super Stable. Got Howard Stern. Drive home. WNBC. How you doing, WNBC? I'm Senator Martin.
66 Radio NBC. How's everybody doing?
I'm Senator Martin, WNBC. How y'all doing? How's your Donkey Kong, baby? How's your Donkey Kong? Hey, baby, how's your Donkey Kong? How's your Donkey Kong?
How's everybody doing out there? Oh, for God's sake, do I have to talk about ass soaker? Seriously, do I have to talk about ass soaker? Do I have to? No, actually, I don't have to. But you know what? I want to. Because it's therapeutic to share pain. It really is. It's therapeutic, you know, a burden shared. And let me tell you something. this is how are people saying this is good? How? First of all, let me ask you, is there anybody out there that is actually saying this is good? Is there? Talk about hockey season starting. I will at some point. I mean, I love the Clone Wars era, but God, like, gosh, yeah, God and damn, he's saying, you make me take the Lord's name in vain. Oh, for God's sake. This is like watching paint dry. Huh? Yeah, this is like watching paint dry. This is worse than watching. At least paint serves a purpose to protect wood from rotting. This is painful. This is dreadful. All right. Yeah, we sped it up. It was sped up about 1.25. Yeah, at least watching paint dry doesn't give you a stroke. That's very true. So, all right. So okay, so let's try to recap. Okay, this episode was called "Far, Far Away," meaning a galaxy. They're in a galaxy far, far away. Okay, the space. I can't believe they call them the space whales. Really, you couldn't come up with a better name. Space whales, whales. All that does is it brings it back to our world. The space whales, warp hyperdrive space whales. So Ahsoka does her best Mr. Spock impression, talks to the space whale. Call them the Zorax. Zorax are mantises. We have the world's biggest fire-breathing mantis. The world's biggest fire-breathing mantis. Oh, for God's sake. All right, so the space whale. Sorry about that technical difficulty. So they're inside the whale doing their best Pinocchio impression. Okay, they're inside the whale. Oh yeah, where are we going? Well, we're going. Who knows? Oh, is he Ezra? Don't know. No, don't care. Yeah, with those kind of stakes. Yeah, why should I care? Are we going to find Ezra? Don't know. Where are we going? Don't care. You're not exactly telling the audience to get invested. So they follow Sabine. God, what a stupid name. Now, if your name happens to be Sabine out there, it's a German name. If your name out there happens to be Sabine, I apologize in advance. I'm sure there are very lovely people out there named Sabine. However, she's not this. The woman on the show is not one of them. So they appear in the bad guys, freaking Cross-Eyed Mary, Raging Karen, and Bull from Night Court. They appear in orbit over this planet. And apparently this planet is the space whale graveyard. Oh, great. It's where they go to die. No, this is where the audience goes to die. This is where your ratings go to die. So they appear in this planet. They land on this planet. And then they wait and wait. And the Star Destroyer, which is in a state of disrepair, appears overhead. And they do the thing where it goes into the bay, the docking bay or whatever. And I'm just having trouble recalling because it's so uneventful. So they go into the thing, and there's all stormtroopers, and they all got dirty uniforms, as you would, if you're a stormtrooper in this detail, you probably would have dirty, cracked, disheveled uniforms. Here, this I found an image. Let me bring it up for you. So there, right there. They don't exactly have the best equipment. Helmets are cracked, armor's dirty, it's held together by duct tape. Literally held together by duct tape. And in comes strolling in Admiral Thrawn. Now, for a guy who's supposed to be that revered and that you quake in terror at the very sound of his name, he looks like a bit of a douche. Okay, it looks like a cross between Elon Musk and with the waistline of Ralph Cramden. And his uniform is immaculate. I'll give him that. But not exactly the intimidating presence you know what? How did that Star Destroyer get there? Oh, freaking the kid Ezra from Rebels. Kid Ezra from Rebels. That's how. And this is going to lead me to another point.
Who the fuck's Ezra?
Yeah, not only who the fuck is Ezra. Okay, who the fuck is Ezra?
Where the hell you come from?
Where are you, Ezra? Oh, Ezra. We gotta find Ezra. We gotta find Ezra. Who the hell is Ezra? This whole series does a piss poor job at setting up everything that's going on in the story. Now you can talk about world building. Oh, the world building, no, the world's already been built. It's Star Wars. You already have a preconceived idea of what the world looks like. Okay, so it's not world building. You're trying to set up. You're trying to set up this whole thing as having some sort of stakes, some sort of gravitas to it. There's no stakes here. Because you could just punch Admiral Thrawn in the dick and he'll go down. He'll go down like a bitch boy. He's got a play button on his collar? What's going on? Yes. And I guarantee you, somebody's going to make that joke. Ezra, it was good living with you.
They don't even know that yet.
Ezra, you were just sitting around the house watching the sun play shadows on the wall? Searching for signs of life when there's nobody home? Maybe I'll call or write you a letter. All right, so Sabine, Sabine confronts Thrawn. He lets her go, and pretty much he's going to exile her on the planet, and they give her like a pig, dog, horsey thing, whatever to ride around on. A pig, dog, horsey, horse, pig, dog, or whatever. I don't know, whatever it is. I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of cool. It kind of likes her, which is kind of cool. But then she's ambushed by these guys who are obviously stand-ins for the Sand People. It's exactly what that is, Adam Wilkerson. And this happens, and then this happens, and this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens. There is no flow to this story at all. So she's confronted by the Sand People. They're Sand People. They're Sand People. And all of a sudden, she's some badass who can fight. She gets her ass handed to her by Raging Karen. Stabbed through the chest. Granted, she just walks it off. I hate that idea. but she now all of a sudden she's this oh boy, she can take on people 10 times her size. Yeah, oh boy. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. So she beats down the sand people. The not sand people. The dirt people? The tundra people, the grass people. I don't know what we call them. And the horse pig dog there, whatever it is, it sees a rock and there's a little like turtle man underneath the rock. The turtle man's like speaking some kind of gibberish, and they go bring him, and there's more of them. Ezra, you know Ezra. Take me to Ezra. Okay, take it to Ezra. And the Bull from Night Court and Raging Karen are in pursuit. And they hook up with the not sand people, the dirt people, I guess they're called. The mud people, the moist clay people. I don't know what they're called. And so there's a village there, and they gotta pack up and leave. And who's there? Ezra. And Ezra's a douche. Okay. I'm sorry. There was so much build. Oh, Ezra. Oh my God, Ezra. Ezra's a douche. Ezra's a douche. Yeah, I make no apologies for saying that. Ezra is a fucking douche. Okay, it's not the actor's fault. Well, it is kind of the actor's fault. She cuts one guy's stick and spin drops him, and he's dead. Yeah. There's no consistency to any of the combat. I mean, there's no consistency to any of the. All of a sudden, she's taking down people twice her size. Yeah, great. She went to the Mikey Spock School of Martial Arts. So we really don't see Ahsoka anywhere in this for very long in this.
She wasn't even in this episode.
Huh?
She wasn't even in this episode.
She was barely in this episode. And that brings us to another problem. Okay, so they're packing up the village, and I can't remember what happens, and then the screen goes black, and Thrawn makes some kind of threat, and his screen goes black, and the episode ends. This Ahsoka series is really only for fans of Clone Wars and Rebels, bad animated. Let me guess. If they put a second season, it'll be a bad batch of clones. Probably. And you're right. And you're right. Now, I heard Kathleen Karen Kennedy say, the great thing about this series is that you don't need to watch Clone Wars or Rebels to understand. Yeah, you do. I have no idea who any of these people are. I don't know their relationships. I don't know their history. I don't know where they've been, where they're going. And the fact that you used that stupid mural from Rebels, that you didn't even hire another artist to paint over it and make it look a little bit more photorealistic, that you left it cartoonish, that just tells me you either ran out of money or you think the audience are idiots. Or both. There's absolutely no setup to this series. None. There's no setup to this series. The characters are boring. The characters are uninteresting. And I was listening to the High Council last night. And Jeff had usual. He has Andrew on. He had a couple other people. He had Master TDS on, Writing Raven. I don't think he had Script Doctor. I can't remember. I think he had Script Doctor on. I think it was Jeff that said, and he put it very eloquently. What we're seeing now is Star Wars. I'm paraphrasing, mind you. What we're seeing now is Star Wars without Luke Skywalker. And when you have Star Wars, and when you have it without Luke Skywalker, and when you have it without fathers and sons, and we're just seeing now Star Wars, it's about Star Wars. It's not very interesting. It's actually kind of boring. I don't care. I don't care about any of these characters. Oh yeah, but Thrawn was in the air. Yeah, but you know what? Those books were about Han, Luke, and Leia. Not Ezra and Ahsoka and Green Chick there. And Green Butt. Green Butt. And what else was there? What other person was then the kid and Chicky McGee there, or whatever her name is. I missed the time when the extended stories, the Star Wars universe, all yeah. Well, listen, I don't doubt that they're listen. Could you make an Ahsoka series that is interesting, that is engaging, that is compelling, that makes you say, wow, this is really good. That makes you say, I want to see what happens. And they've done it. But you know what? I don't think they can do it anymore. That's actually a really good point, Shish Rebels. I never recalled The Mandalorian required additional homework to understand the darn show. And Kathleen Kennedy's just responding to criticisms about the series. She knows you have to have watched Rebels and Clone Wars to understand this. And she's just circling the wagons. I don't get it, man. I just listen. And I've been saying all week, listen. The New Republic is run by women. Everything is run by women in the New Republic. Men need to grow up and start running it. Men need to grow up and start running it? Yeah. Well, you know what? The men have to be allowed to run things. The New Republic is run. Huh? The men. They have power and they don't understand that they actually do have power. I mean, women running the Republic, and they're doing a pretty terrible job at it. So you know what? Maybe the Empire should take over. We know. I mean, if only Thrawn and Akbar would doing massive space battles with armadas would be epic. But no, I don't think this crew running Star Wars is capable of that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You own Star Wars, the single biggest action adventure IP in history, outside of James Bond, outside of Godzilla, outside of Lord of the Rings. You own Star Wars, and this is still the best you can do. I'm not going to go on to Star Wars is dead. Well, you know what? Star Wars is like a guy who's Star Wars is not dead. It's on its deathbed. It's weak. It's sickly. It has very few friends. As I sip my coffee, yeah, I'll have to take a look at Robot Head's videos. And listen, I've often said, when was the last time Star Wars gave you a wow moment? Really, I'm not saying this just to be a jerk here. Hold on. But Star Wars used to make you say, "Whoa, that's cool. That's pretty darn cool." And it doesn't anymore. You know, there's nothing about Star Wars that's cool anymore. I mean, listen, and I bring this up all the time. You know what moment I wanted to see in Star Wars? This moment. I wanted to see this freaking moment. Now, obviously, I can't play the music for you. Or maybe I can just a little bit here. Take a look at how badass that looks. Look at that. That looks freaking bad. Why can't we have a moment like this in Star Wars? I swear to God. Really. People would be standing on their feet cheering if they saw a moment like this.
Swing out of the water and fly in.
You know, everybody.
The first sequel movie, and I wanted to happen 15 years before it did, before they got old and stuff.
Yes. And you know what? Yeah. You know what? Like I said, one of the biggest problems is you have people making movies now who grew up and they saw Kurt Cobain with the T-shirt on of what picture Jesus, and it says "Kill your heroes" or "Kill your idols." And yeah, man, kill your idols, man. No, that's not what that means. It means don't kill your idols, because when you do, look what happens.
Only if they're like Kurt Cobain and aren't really.
Let's check it out. Check this out. Look at how badass this is. Dear God. Again, where is this moment in Star Wars? Where is this moment? Where is a moment like, not necessarily this moment, but a moment like this, where you just say, whoa, holy shit.
Well, Bruce Lee wasn't in Star Wars.
No, Bruce Lee is Star Wars. Bruce Lee's more Star Wars than.
That, I'm just saying, they're focusing on
Look,
Sabine chick and not Bruce Lee.
Yeah, they're not giving you somebody heroic. That is actually the biggest problem. They are not giving you anybody heroic that you. Yeah. And you know what? And you know what? And you know what? When they found this Ezra idiot, they found this Ezra asshole. He's not going to save anybody. They're not going to let him save anybody. They're not going to let him save anybody. So let's keep. See, check it out. Check it. Listen. Look at that. That is so cool. That is so cool. Oh yeah, but the lightsaber would just chop his arm off. How would he keep up? He's Bruce Lee. That's how. He's Bruce Lee. He doesn't. You don't ask that question. See. There you go. Here it comes. He tosses it down with authority. That's what I'm talking about.
See, man, you just need to start doing that. You just need to be Bruce Lee.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. Well, but that's toxic masculinity, though. Yeah, one more time. I can never get enough of this part. Comes in, smashes the lamp, turns off the lightsaber. Nunchucks, throws him down with authority. Again, where is this moment here? Where is this moment? God. That's the moment we want. That's the moment we want in Star Wars. We had a moment like that when Darth Maul lit up the dual-ended lightsabers. Oh yeah. Oh, but Boom Boy shows you that anybody can. No. You're missing the point. And now we're making it so that anybody could be a Jedi. Anybody could be a Jedi. No. This little douchebag that the green chick is carrying around with the green hair, you know, fuck this kid. Seriously. He's a little douche. Nobody cares. Broom Boy. Now, the whole thing, they tried to do the whole thing with Broom Boy. Oh well, look, anybody can be Jedi now.
No, they can't.
No, they can't. No, they can't. No, they can't. You know what? Listen. You know why people like professional sports? And let me tell you, this is why. You know why people love professional sports? Because not everybody can do it, or at least they cannot do it to that ability.
Yeah, you gotta be like 6 foot tall, or really, really good to be a hockey player.
When you saw Michael Jordan flying down the lane and from taking off from the foul line, slamming it home with tomahawk jam, you said, "Wow!" You know, there was thing. If I could, if like this, it was if I could be like Mike. I want to be like Mike. If I could be like Mike, is that you would aspire to that. You couldn't reach it. And that was the thing about, listen, go back and watch the Dream Team. Go back and watch the Dream Team. The reason why those teams were so great and so revered, that the first Dream Team with Magic and Larry Bird and Patrick Ewing and Charles Barkley and Clyde Drexler and Chris Mullin and John Stockton and Karl Malone, is because those guys were great. Those guys were great, and everybody else wasn't. That's the thing. That's the thing they need to get back to. You know, I think I found out what's wrong with Star Wars. Star Wars was that it was about people who did great things. The reason why Luke Skywalker is a great character is because there's only one of them. The reason why Bruce Lee was such a great martial artist, because there's only one of them. And it wasn't just movies. He was kicking ass on the tournament circuit.
You know why Reverend Dr. Love is such a great keyboard player?
There's only one of them.
There'll never be another.
You know why the Beatles are so great? Because there's only one of them. There's actually four of them, but you know, there's only one of them. No, I'm being totally serious. Listen. Listen. No, I think I've hit on something very important.
There's only one Beatle, but there's 4 Beatles.
Muhammad Ali, he was the greatest. You know why? There was only one of them. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. I'll tell you, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to kick this Sabine's ass. I don't care if she's a woman. I'm going to teach her a lesson. Say, don't you ever cross the greatest, Muhammad Ali. I got Joe Frazier conscious. I'm going to keep it in my pocket. And I'm going to whip it out. There's going to be a thriller when I get the gorilla in Manila. Muhammad Ali.
They play the Muhammad Ali version on Ween Radio. They've added that to the line.
Those white boys from that Ween group, they owe me money. They use my voice. They use my voice. They used those white boys. I'm gonna take a chunk out of their butt so big. I'm gonna take a chunk out of their butt so big, their breath gonna smell like shoe polish.
So who has the biggest balls ever on the planet, and why is it the guy from Ween?
Ali fought. Yes, Muhammad Ali fought Superman. Muhammad Ali was such a mythic figure.
The guy from Ween gave the finger to Electra, the country album.
Yes.
Great. I love that.
Muhammad Ali, again, that was
Holy holies.
Hey, Muhammad Ali versus how freaking, why can't we have a moment like this again? Look, Muhammad Ali fought exactly. We have no mythic figures anymore. Listen, I'm not trying to the myth, it's important. I mean, listen, I grew up in there's Batman sitting on the side of that's Lex Luthor right there. Is that Sonny Bono? Who's that right there? It's important to have heroes. It's important to have mythic figures. Star Wars it had those mythic figures, had those heroes, people achieving great things. People going off on a hero's journey, coming back changed, and leaving the world and the universe a different place than when they found it. No, can't have that anymore. It's all about seeing ourselves on screen. Yeah, because I really look like Muhammad Ali. Yeah. Yeah, I really look like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, that really is accurate. I think I've hit upon the fundamental problem with Star Wars is that there's nothing heroic about it. Remember that scene in the Least Jedi?
What do you want me to do? Go out there with a laser sword and face down the entire First Order by myself?
Yeah, you're a hero. That's what heroes do.
Charles is in France. Charles is in France.
It's like you said, it's important. Yeah, your mom and dad could be a hero. Your mom and dad could be your heroes. Okay. People from the community. That's important. You look up to your coach, to your hockey coach. You look up to your basketball coach. You look up to the guy, Phil the cop or whatever down the street. Heroes are all around us. Sometimes heroes are music people. Yeah, I saw that episode. I saw that issue. But they're so obsessed. Everybody's so obsessed with seeing themselves on screen. And you know what? They've lost sight of what Star Wars is about. It's about people coming together and accomplishing great things. That's true. That is right. Listen, we have modern myths ourselves. George Washington. George Washington is, listen, do you think George Washington was as big a hero as he was? No. But when he became president, they said, you know what, we need someone that the nation can rally around. So they built George Washington up to be this mythic figure.
Who's our George Washington? Who's our modern day George Washington?
Yeah, we don't have him. Do we have a modern day George Washington? George Washington had 7 horses shot out from underneath him. Hats shot off his head, bullets shot, bullet holes in his coat.
He's been shot a lot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, this, like I said,
You know what they need to do? They need to dig Jim Morrison up, bring him back from Paris, and elect his corpse.
Elect his corpse president?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's what Louis Black contributed. That they're going to elect a dead president to freak everybody out. Only it's all an illusion. He's alive and well and has been living in Las Vegas this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lincoln. You're right, Lincoln as well. That his likeness is still sitting in Washington. Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, you can say what you want about Thomas Jefferson. He's boning his slaves, but Thomas Jefferson. Let me tell you, if it wasn't for Thomas Jefferson, this country would not be what it is, the same place. Thomas Jefferson was such an intellectual. He read 5 different books in 5 different languages. Wrote the Bill of Rights. Thomas Jefferson was like the ultimate of smarty pantses. But like I said, Luke Skywalker was this mythic figure, mythic hero. Now he's got his face X'd out in the Lucasfilm office. And don't give me this BS about you don't need to watch anything else. Now listen, next week, how much does anybody want to bet that Ezra's just going to sit around and hold his dick for 48 minutes or whatever it is? He's going to sit with his thumb up his ass. He's not going to do a damn thing, and Sabine's going to do everything for him. Which brings me to another issue with this show. This show is titled Ahsoka. It should be titled Sabina the Teenage Witch, whatever it is. Oh, and dark Force witches. What's that about? The Force was never supposed to be about witches. Oh, the Dark Force witches. Are the people doing this? Are they stupid? Are they stupid? Apparently. Yes, Luke was a great inspiration to me as a kid. Sure, he had flaws, but he learned from them. That's what makes the hero's journey interesting. Well, the hero's journey is a construct of straight white males, apparently. Like, bullshit is the construct of straight white males. Anybody can have a hero's journey. I bypassed the hero's journey. Going to subvert our expectations. That's what this is all about, subverting our expectations, and not in a good way. This Ahsoka series has really been a colossal waste of time. If that was so funny, I wish I could remember it. This Ahsoka series has been a colossal waste of time, energy, resources, and money. It really has. And it's a waste of potential, too. Everyone was so looking forward to this. Oh, Ahsoka. Oh, Ahsoka. Ahsoka's going to save Star Wars. Ahsoka didn't save shit. Ahsoka is going to go down as another... Oh, okay. Bypass the hero's journey, yeah. Ahsoka is going to go down as another missed opportunity for Lucasfilm and Disney. Ahsoka is going to be one of the. It's ultimately going to be forgettable. They're not, but the thing is, they have a whole plan. They are going to try and use this as a springboard for an Heir to the Empire movie, written and directed by Dave Filoni. And God help us if that happens. Dear God, that is going to be horrendous. If this series is any indication, of how bad an Heir to the Empire movie was going to be with Dave Filoni writing and directing, then Star Wars isn't dead now. Star Wars will be soon. I don't get it. You had the biggest action adventure franchise of all time. And this is the best you can do with it. I am dumbfounded. I am really, really dumbfounded. I really don't understand. And look, listen, they take a look at this asshole. Ezra. Ezra's an asshole. Ezra's an idiot. I don't think it's any coincidence, look, that they made him look like Jesus. They made him into some sort of Jesus figure. Some sort of messianic, trying to build a messianic figure. Robinson, towards Heirs of the Empire. Oh, God, no, don't tell me it'll become an excuse to put Snake in the sequels being yeah, Snoke, yeah. Saruman was more inspirational hero than this. And he was the villain, yeah. Moses from the Prince of Egypt. Yeah, some sort of Moses-like figure, some sort of messianic figure. That's the whole thing. That's exactly what the point of this is. They're painting him as some sort of messianic figure, and he's not going to do anything.
What do you think he is, Ocean Man or something?
I am the Lord. Hold on a minute. Hold on. What is? Oh. Yes. Did I hear someone say Ocean Man? Oh, I love the Ocean Man. Oh, boy, do I love the Ocean Man. I am the Ocean Man. Living in the ocean like the Ocean Man can. Oh, I love the Ocean Man. Hello, everyone. I am the Ocean Man. Living in the ocean like the Ocean Man can. That's all the words I know, but I love that song. Oh, the Ocean Man. Oh, I love the Ocean Man. Yes, hello. I'm Mr. Khan. How is everyone? I got the night off from my no good daughter. What am I talking about? My no good daughter's dead. Hello, look at me. I'm going to go up with the Avengers and I'm dead now. Oh, yes, my daughter, yeah. Oh, Mr. Parker. Oh, Mr. P. Hello, I'm Parker Peter. I'm going to take daughter to go to the Avengers and I'm dead now. And I heard they canceled the game. The game is not going to be sold anymore. You know why? Because it sucks. My daughter can't even be in good video game. People play video game are idiots. That is right. I know that Shlomo likes the video game. He's a big idiot. Look at him. Oh, Eddie and Eddie should have lightsaber. Yes, they should. That is very good. It's Andor. And let me tell you about Andor. Andor sucked. That is what I told. Shlomo was talking about the Andor. He says, oh, the man who crosses the border illegally and then he shoots the people. What kind of story is this? You want to see that story? You go down to Texas. I think, And what is my music? Fix the music, Shlomo. That is better. Yeah, so Mr. Khan, hello. Yes, I go down to Texas, I see that story played out all the time. Hey, many complicated armies, help me. I make the chicken chong. I got the marijuana on me. You smuggled it, yes. Yeah, I was a prince in my country. I used to name Speedy Sedat. Yes, Prince Speedy Sedat. Present Jedi Lord. They're proven in language. Yes, that is right. Let me tell you something. That beach Captain Kennedy better shoot soon because this bit is getting old. That is right. It better be fired soon. I can't keep this up. This is very exhausting. Okay, Mr. Khan is going to go bye-bye. Mr. Khan is going to go bye-bye. Let's play the music first. The great Mr. Khan. It's always nice to hear from Mr. Khan, isn't it? Well, like I said, this Ezra douchebag looks like a. Yeah. If he's been gone in this other dimension, don't you think he should have a longer beard and longer hair? I mean, listen, it's not like you can get blades delivered, from Dollar Shave Club, wherever this is. And who's cutting his hair there? This looks a little too well kempt. Yeah, like I said, of course they have to turn him into some sort of messiah. I probably should, yeah. Yeah, I probably should. Nothing. I had to mute that, yeah. Robot barbers, yeah. Okay, I've been going 49 minutes here. I think it's time I call it quits for now. This show really does suck. I tried. I gave it a chance. I gave it every opportunity. It has just come up short. It has just come up short at every conceivable level. You know what, Senior Sticks? I'm wondering why we don't use lasers to shave. They have like a little pocket thing. That'd be so damn convenient. No, we're still dragging metal across our face. Oh, well, something. I guess you can't improve on some things. All right, everyone. I might be back in a little while with a game stream. I'm not sure. I can't get the analogs, the left analog stick to work on Splinter Cell on the Steam version. Yeah, probably just emulate it though. I like having the legit version though. I don't know. There's got to be a solution out there, but I haven't found it. All right, everyone. I'm going to call it quits right there. I thank everyone for joining me this impromptu stream, and we'll catch you next time.